Dracarys.
Hi everybody, thank you for watching. In today's video, I transformed myself into Daenerys Targaryen. I was so excited to do this video because the first time that I filmed my Daenerys look, I actually didn't even see any of the episodes yet. I had a few people telling me I looked similar to her, I had similar features to her, so I created it not even watching the show. So now, 3 years later, watching the show 2 times over, I figured I would redo my Daenerys look just in time for the season finale. She's so badass in this season and I'm just obsessed with her. So hopefully this time around I did her a little bit more justice. And if you want to see how I got this look right here, then please keep watching.
And bend the knee.
To start off today's look, I'm using my Cover FX Blurring Primer. And for foundation today, I'm mixing number 4 and number 5 from Fiona Styles. I was originally going to use the lighter shade, but it was a little bit too light for my body and I didn't want it to stand out too much. So I just mixed the colors and I'm just going to apply that all over my face and on my eyelids. For concealer today, I'm using this one by Rodial and I'm applying that underneath my eyes. And I'm going to drag that out far. So when you are doing your own makeup and you want to transform, I like having a photo right in front of me. So if you guys notice your face shape is a little bit different, my techniques may not work exactly for you. I wanted to make my face look a little bit wider, so I'm dragging out the concealer. And then throughout this video, I'll give you little tips on what you can do to help transform your features a little bit more into Emilia Clarke. So now I think the most important feature are the brows. I'm starting off with the Anastasia brow pomade in the color Blonde. And the reason I'm doing this, I know she has darker eyebrows, but mine are pretty dark naturally, so I wanted to kind of mute them a little bit to get them all one shade and then to thicken them all one shade, and then I'm going to go in with some darker shades afterwards. So I'm just using the pomade first, again, to kind of lighten up my brows and to start the shape of her infamous brows. So again, looking at a photo will help make this a lot easier. Her eyebrows start a lot higher than mine and they almost like swoop down a little bit. So this is really trial and error with eyebrows. If you screw it up, it's okay. You could just wipe them off. It's not a big deal. Just do a little bit at a time and you'll start to see it transform. So next I'm going in with the soft brown brow wiz, also by Anastasia. And I'm going to start filling them in a little bit more. You want to do soft strokes so it really looks like hair and you want them to look obviously natural. So she also has a very straight brow. So again, I'm just doing little bits at a time. I'm then picking up the brow pencil that I actually use in the color Ebony, which is like a dark brown, and I'm just gonna fill in any of the gaps. And then for powder, I'm going in with the soft brown powder and I'm just going to fill them in a little bit more. To set the concealer under my eyes, I'm using my Kat Von D setting powder. You just want to smooth away your wrinkles with the Beauty Blender and then set the eyes. And while that's setting, I'm going to go in with my Shade and Light palette and I'm picking up the grayer tone and I'm going to be contouring my nose just a little bit. So again, depending on the type of nose you have, I needed to make mine a little bit shorter, so I am cutting off the tip by applying it right on the tip. And then I am not going in as close with my contour lines because I wanted to keep my nose more similar to her, and you guys know I always like it like super thin. I noticed right in between her eyes, like at the bridge of the nose, that's where she has a lot of darkness, so I'm dragging that up into there as well. So then you're just going to wipe away all of the powder and we're going in with my Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. We're using the lightest mauve shade and I'm going to be applying that in my crease and then I'm also going to drag that down onto my eyelid. She does always have a very, very natural eye look, so I'm going to just start with this and then in a little bit I'll add a few more colors. You just want it to be very, very natural and look like natural shading on your face. If you want your eyes to look larger, you can apply the shadow a little bit higher. I'll show you in a little bit how I also try and make my eyes look more round like hers as well. So then I'm picking up a little bit of a mixture of the contour and the bronzer shade, and I'm just going to contour my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin a little bit just to add a little bit of warmth and also so my face matches my body. And then I'm taking a little bit more of that grayer tone and I'm applying it underneath my lip just to add a little bit of shadow, and this will help you later on when we apply the lip liner. It'll help make them look more full. To set my brows, I'm using the clear Anastasia brow gel. This will help keep the hairs upright, which will make them look more real and more bushy. So here's what I was talking about. We're going to pick up the darker mauve shade from my palette, as well as this light matte brown shade, and I'm going to be applying that underneath my lower lash line. So instead of just going right along the lash line, I'm going to go right where, if you touch your eye, you'll feel where your eyeball ends. So you're going to shade right around where your eyeball is, because it'll help make your eyes look rounder. So try this technique out. It actually really works, and even try it out if you're not trying to do this video. It's just something that I personally like to do almost every day because I like to have my eyes look larger. So if you guys want to apply eyeliner, this part can help you also change your eye shape. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm just going to apply some mascara. So if you have smaller eyes and want them to look even bigger, you can apply a false lash, which always helps open up your eyes and make them look a little bit larger. So that's just a little tip I wanted to give you guys as well. For lips, I'm using this amazing like $2 lip liner. I believe it's the color Rockin' Rose, and it's just a really pretty matte color. It's very natural, so I am just using this for my lips. I'm going to line them first, and then I'm just going to fill in my lips with this. If you do want your lips to look even bigger, you can apply a little bit of lip gloss into the center and then highlight your Cupid's bow a little bit, and that will help make them look larger. So next I'm just applying a little tiny bit of blush, and then I'm going back in with those two colors that I use on my lower lash line, the darker mauve and the matte brown, and I'm just applying that into my crease just to accentuate my crease even more and to make my eyes really pop. So I'm grabbing that brush that I used to wipe away my powder, and I'm just kind of diffusing it a bit and just making sure there are no harsh lines. And that is how I transform myself into Daenerys Targaryen. This is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun recreating this for you guys today. My head is pounding right now because of how tight this wig is. I tried to make it look as real as possible. I don't know how she does it for the show because I had to take 3 Advil and my head is still pounding. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to see the episode this Sunday. Who's gonna be watching it with me? I'm sure all of you guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.